Hello guys, welcome to Final Cut Pro classes. Today we are going to learn a powerful tool in Final Cut Pro, the trimming tool. Let me create a project to demonstrate how the trim tool works. So let us open Final Cut Pro, then create a new library. Maybe we can name it trim, then rename the event as trim. Right click on the event to create a new project and name it trim as well. Now we are going to import some media. So click on the import button and select the folder. I have arranged all the media within the folder. Now I am going to insert some clips into the timeline. I am going to randomly select some clips and add it into timeline. We are going to create some selection range. Make sure you do not click on the clip. If you click on the clip, go to mark menu and clear selected ranges. Click and drag to the right, then drag it to the timeline. The other way to create a selection range is through keyboard. Skim over a clip and press I to create an in point. Press spacebar to play it and then press O to create an out point. Press E to append it to timeline. Now let me add some more clips to the timeline. I'm just going to add all of those. Notice that the orange color bar in the browser to the portion of the clips that are added into the timeline. This can be enabled by going to the View menu, Browser and Used Mark Ranges. Press Shift Z or Shift Z to fit the clips into the timeline. Before we proceed to the trimming tool, make sure Detail Trimming Feedback is turned on in the User Preferences window. Press Command to open the User Preferences. Make sure checkbox is turned on against Show Detail Trimming Feedback. You can also open Preferences by going to Final Cut Pro Preferences. During trim operation, the viewer will turn into 2-up display if this option is turned on. Now let's select Trim tool from the drop down or press T from your keyboard to enable Trim tool. Notice that the pointer changes the icon when the trim tool is selected. When you take the pointer between two clips, the trim icon changes. When you see the single film strip icon, you can either trim the incoming shot or the outgoing shot. This is called ripple edit because the trim affects only the one side of the clip. Now if you move the pointer exactly between the two clips, you can see bidirectional film strip icon. This edit mode is called as rolling edit mode, as it affects both sides of the clips at once. Now if you move the pointer within the clip area, the pointer changes to the bidirectional arrow and the close brackets. This third edit mode is called as slip edit mode. The fourth edit mode is hidden and can be used only with the modifier key, which is the option key. Hold the option key and the icon changes to bidirectional arrow. This fourth edit mode is called as slide edit mode. Now let's see each one in detail. Move the pointer to the end of the clip so the trim icon changes to the film strip icon and is directed towards left. Now click and drag to the left. Notice as you drag, only the left image in the viewer is being updated. Let me close the browser so that it is more visible. And also the inspector. Now if you drag, you can clearly see only the left image in the viewer is being updated. Now let's apply trim to the second clip. Make sure film strip icon is directed towards right. Now notice in the viewer the right image is being updated. This is called ripple edit because it affects only one side of the editing point. The second useful edit is the rolling edit. Make sure pointer is between two clips. When you click on center of two clips, it becomes highlighted by two yellow colored trim brackets. It is a bidirectional arrow, which means you are editing two sides of the clip at once. Click and drag to the right or left and you can see both the clips are being affected. The viewer is not being updated as it takes a bit of time to render it into the viewer. Let's try on some other clip. If you want to see more of grass clip than the water clip, drag to the right. Both the clips are affected here. This is called as rolling edit. The third edit is called slip edit. Sometimes you need to change the clip's content added into the timeline. The slip edit can be activated by taking the pointer within the clip area. Click and drag right or left to adjust the content of the clip. Notice that we need not create the selection range in the browser, then add them into timeline. Rather, change the clip's content in the timeline itself using the trim tool Slip Edit. The fourth edit point is Slide Edit, where you have to use a modifier key, which is Option key. Unlike Slip Edit, you will not change the clip's content. You will change only the position of the clip by using Slide Edit. Hold the Option key and click on the clip. Notice that the yellow trim brackets appear at the edit points of the surrounding clips. Click and drag and only the surrounding clips will be affected. This is called as Slide Edit. I hope this video helped you in understanding the 4 trimming modes available in Final Cut Pro. If you have any questions, make sure you type it in comment section below. If this video is bringing you some value, make sure you like it, share it and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.